right now with Matt Montgomery from Compass. And Matt, everybody loves real estate. Those shows have taken off on HGTV and Bravo, right? But there's something sexy to high-end real estate, and you sell a lot of it here in the Boston area. Where do you see that luxury market going over the next 12 months?
Yeah, the luxury market's really interesting. First of all, it's less predictable than the moderate market. Where in the moderate market, you sort of know that starting around now, we're going to start to pick up and it's going to run good through Memorial Day, maybe the 4th of July if the market's really strong. The high end doesn't always work that way. Last year, we saw the high end market sort of lag early in the year, early in 2016, really pick up in April and May, and ran pretty strong all the way through August. And then oftentimes we see a big run of high-end sales late in the year. This past year in 2016, that really didn't happen. And there were a couple factors that were going into that, which we could talk about in a minute. But what that meant was that inventory sort of built up. A lot of that high-end inventory is developer projects that have been being built, and they don't necessarily have a lot of control over when they're finished, right? They're done when they're done, and the seller wants to get them on the market and start marketing them as quickly as possible to try to take them off their books. But what we saw happen was a lot of that product was sort of delivered late summer, early fall, and we just weren't selling high-end houses in Newton and some in Brookline, but even there it was a little bit lagging. So as we've moved into 2017, it's interesting. Like, we're seeing it pick up early. A couple of weeks ago, nothing had gone, and just in the last 2 weeks, we started to see 2.5, 3, and even a couple $3.5 million houses have activity on them. All of my high-end listings right now, which I've got 4 or 5, all have showings and activity right now, and we expect that we'll start to put things under agreement as we move into February and March.
And what's interesting is we're in a time of year right now where there is snow on the ground. We actually just got hit with some recent storms, and we were just talking about the action during the snowstorms.
Right. Well, sometimes what happens is that buyers like all of a sudden have a minute to think about their real estate needs, right? Like, they're home on the computer with their kids yelling in the background, and they need the distraction, and so they'll actually take some time to go online and look and like begin to pull the trigger where, if they're at work 65 hours a week and like going to soccer on the weekends, like they don't have the time to think about it. So we are seeing activity. I mean, I had one of what I assume will be one of my best days of the year yesterday, just post snowstorm, where we put 3 houses under agreement, 2 of them in the 2.5 range and one of them around $1 million, and it was great.
Who would have thought?
Exactly.
And another reason why don't wait until the flowers spring.
No, spring happens when the market picks up, not when the flowers start coming out, especially in New England.
Thank you, Matt. And if you're in the Newton Brookline area and would like to connect with Matt and his team directly, go to his website at mattmontgomerygroup.com. And remember, we have a lot more real estate tips right here on boston.com.